I think we are live. I am just checking. We are. Good morning, everybody. How are you? How's your day going? Happy Thursday. It's Thursday. If you noticed, we were a little bit out of order to this week. I apologize, but I'm here today. I'm happy to be here. I don't mind the raspy voice. I have a little bit of a head cold. No, it's not that other thing. But you gotta love allergies and all that life throws at you. But I'm excited to be here today. Today we are talking, it's all about Fruit and Vegetables Week. So sorry. It's all about Fruit and Vegetables Week, but I'm not talking specifically about any fruits today or about any types of vegetables today. I'm talking about how to make those decisions. It can be overwhelming. It can be frustrating. It can be downright agitating when it comes to figuring out what to eat, whether you are a truck driver, whether you are an avid traveler, or you just don't know. You just don't know. No one ever took the time to show you or teach you. And there's so many mixed messages because when we were in school, we were taught the old outdated, food pyramid plate, and that's not right. And then they're telling you to never eat a carb. And then they're telling you to only eat protein, and they're telling you to only eat fat. It's like, I want to simplify this. I want to simplify this because it does not have to be that difficult. I'm just going to check here. I'm using my phone to watch my online. So let me just turn down the volume. Otherwise, that's going to be weird. Basically, so I can see your comments. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Renee. How are you guys doing? Hope everything is well. Today, we are talking about a motto that I like to follow. I'm a simple gal. Now, if you want complicated, there are people out there to help you complicate your health and fitness, but I don't want to do that. We don't want to do that when it comes to this challenge with Driven to Be Healthy. Go in the distance, accelerate your health with Mother Trucker Yoga, all of that jazz. Julie and I do not want to complicate things. And so when you're driving along and you get hungry and you go into the truck stop, it's like, what do I buy? There's nothing there. Well, there are some things there. Or you go to the grocery store and you're getting ready to pack up for the week or however long you're out, and you're like, what do I buy? What do I pick? And it's overwhelming. And if you're like me, when you just don't know, you default to what you do know. You default to the ingrained habits and behaviors that you've been doing that got you in this place in the first place. So I want you to follow a method that I use and that I've helped other truck drivers just like you use that I think you're going to like. It's called the good, better, best motto. That's right. Notice how there was no fat, carb, protein, nothing in that statement. It's the good, better, best motto. Good, better, best motto. So no matter where you are, again, I apologize. I'm not sick. I just sound bad. It's the good, better, best motto. So when you're going into the truck stop to figure out what to eat, more than likely, let's be honest, the best options are not at a truck stop. They're just not right now. Sometimes the better options are there. It's like, ooh, look what they carry. Ever been to a Quick Trip? Ever been to a Quick Star? Oh, it's like a grocery store. It's amazing. They have some better options in there. They even have some best options in there. And there's a few TAs and Loves and Flying J's. There's a few mom and pop grocery stores that are coming up the staircase where they have some one-offs, and it's like, yeah. But sometimes when we walk into that truck stop, we just want to have the mentality of what can I find that's a good option? See, for many of us, We have this unrealistic expectation, this black and white thinking that if it's not over here, I'm just going to be over here. I'm not even going to try to find anything in the middle. Like a middle doesn't exist. And therefore we keep ourselves stuck. We keep ourselves repeating the same cycle over and over and over again. Yes, I am talking about food today, you guys. So I want us to open our eyes today. And when you walk in to the truck stop, we'll talk about the grocery store in a second, just know and cut yourself some slack and cut the truck stops a little bit of slack. Yes, we all want them to have healthier items, but we also then have to buy those items. So there might not be a best option. There might not even be a better option, but there are good options. What are good options? Every truck stop that I have ever stopped in, I have seen some basic fruit items and some basic vegetable items. They're not fancy. They get old, okay? Like old meaning like it's the same thing, but they're there. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Are you eating an apple a day? Apples are loaded with fiber, vitamins, minerals. They have a good water content. They keep you full. Like, what a great crunchy snack as an alternative to a bag of chips. It's there. Are you buying it? When you walk in next to the apple, it says neighbor orange. Oranges are loaded with vitamin C. They have a high water content, which is good for hydration. And they have a lower sugar consumption. Your body likes them better than orange juice. Why? Because there's fiber in there. There's other things in there. Your body absorbs that differently than a big old can of orange juice. Are you buying it? Are you buying the good option that's right in front of you? And I say this because this was like the reality check that I had at some point, where it's just like, I'm complaining about all these things in life, but I'm not even utilizing what's in front of me. And there are good options. When you walk in, you know, it's not perfect, but we can do some makeshift meals. I've wrote blogs on these on our website. I have a blog coming out with Road Pro in just a couple of weeks, talking all about makeshift truck stop meals. If you're a beef jerky goer, beef jerky not only keeps well, but it is a great high protein snack. Heck, you can make it into a meal. Tuna, it travels well. Packaged salmon, it travels well. Just get the ones packed in the water. So when you walk into that truck stop, what is on the shelves? I want you to look like you're looking for the first time. Sometimes I get in my car and I know where I'm going. And I get in my car and I turn it on and I pull out of the driveway. And the next thing I know, I'm at the destination. And I'll be damned. I'm like, holy cow, how did I get here? It was like autopilot. It was like an out-of-body experience from point A to point B. I don't even know how I made the turns, how I didn't rear end somebody, how I changed lanes. Like, how did I know? Like, my mind was just somewhere else. And I think that's how we sometimes act around food, is we go into autopilot mode. We go into what we've always done. And when we're not in that specific environment, we may be thinking about it in a different context. But the moment we get into that environment, we default back. So today I have some homework for you. When you stop, even if you already have food on the truck, you don't have to buy anything, okay? If some of you I know are traveling and you have stuff packed, you go home every week, everyone has different circumstances, okay? It's just life, right? But when you go into the truck stop, I want you to identify 3 healthy foods that are good. You may even find a better food item. You might even find something that's the best. Like, heck yeah! You might have to search for these things. You might have to look up and down shelves. You may have to go to a different part of the building that you've never gone to. Dun, dun, dun. Good, better, best. We don't need to set ourselves up to always have to have the best options. And when we don't get them, therefore we default to nothing, to crap. When you go in, most truck stops have salad options. If you are going into that lovely fast food chain, I know we get so sick of them. Ask for something different that's not on the menu. Take a kind of option into a good option. Make a good option on the menu into a better option. Can you mix and match? You don't know until you ask. You'd be surprised at how accommodating fast food chains are now. I think the moral of the story is we have to make an effort. We have to make an effort. So many of you are making an effort already in your health. You are getting up and you are moving on purpose for 15 minutes. And I have an inkling feeling you're doing this even when you don't want to do it. Last night, I was exhausted. I have a little bit of congestion going on. And the last 2 days, I did a 2-day, all-day workshop I led. And it's exhausting when I do these. Mentally, physically, everything. But I was in front of a computer for 2 days straight. So I got my shoes on, I got my sweatshirt on, and I quick did a 1 mile walk because I was like, I have to move. What I really wanted to do is just sit on the couch, but I did it anyways. That was a good option. A better option would have been probably like doing a full workout. A best option would have been, I don't know, who knows? You all are drinking water. And if you're not, hop back on the bandwagon. You can do this. Never have we said your goal is to drink 120 ounces of water. The good option is to make sure you're getting at least 1 bottle of water in every day if you haven't been drinking water up to this point. The better option is to be getting 2 bottles of water in. The best option is to be getting 4 bottles of water in, which is 64 ounces. We're not looking for perfection. I'm not, because I'm not perfect. But I want you to see that there are good options out there. And when you go to the grocery store, someone's probably told you this before, but I'm going to remind you, shop the outside aisles. Stay off to the right where all the produce is. Go there first. Fill your cart up there first. I was on a video chat with Jacinda, I don't know, probably a couple months ago. And we were talking, many of you know Jacinda, and she didn't answer when I called her. And so then she called me back and she's in her car because I think she was on her day off. I don't remember exactly. And she pulls out this bag. She's like, Pope, I'm in the parking lot. I'm sorry. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, not a big deal. And she's like, I'm in the parking lot of the grocery store because I'm so hungry right now. And she pulls out this whole rotisserie chicken. And so as we're talking, she's eating the rotisserie chicken with her hands. And I love that. That is my style of person. And she's like, I was super hungry and I just had to stop and I didn't want to eat crap. And I thought, you know what? This is going to be a good option. And I also have leftovers for later. And I know I'm not eating crap. Now, I know that that's not always an ideal situation for everybody, but my point of sharing that story is this. 1, be careful when you shop hungry. Jacinda knew she was going in and she knew what was going to happen otherwise. But 2, open your eyes to see the options that are out there. Now, that was going to give her maybe 1 or 2 other meals afterwards. So for those of you that are driving and you are able to get to the grocery store, whether it's weekly or every couple of days or every couple of weeks, we all have different schedules. Okay. That's not something of worth of arguing. Can I go in and can I get those good, better, and best items? And maybe they only last me a few days. maybe only last me a few weeks. Maybe they only last me a day. But it is better to make effort towards one healthy thing, one healthy meal, one healthy food, than to say, I just can't, and make no effort at all. So today, your homework is to go into the truck stop and identify 3 good, better, or best foods. Good, better, or best foods. Look, don't just pick out the obvious. I already called out the apple and the orange and the banana when you come in. You can't pick those now. You can't pick those, okay? I want you to look around and see what's there. Things that maybe you didn't notice or never have bought. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about nutrition panels, not just the fats, carbs, and proteins that everyone obsesses about. I'm talking about other things on the package, not just the back of the package either, the front of the package that you might be overlooking that qualify and quantify something to be considered healthy or not healthy. And so I believe in those basics, those foundations. What are 3 things that you can find in the truck stop? Or if you're brave enough, you probably are. I want you to ask for something specific that's not on the menu at a fast food chain. I'd be a hypocrite if I said I never ate at fast food chains, because I do. I just don't do it every day. And I know I'm not faced with the same circumstances all of you are. So we got to make it work. We got to make it work. Gone are the days where we say, poor me. Today is a new day where we're going to say, how can I make this work? I want my health. It is a priority to me. How am I going to make this work? I want to make this work. And today we're going to start by identifying 3 things in the truck stop that are good, better, or best. You can do this. I can do this. We can do this. Let's start out today strong. Don't forget, you aren't void of needing to get in your 15 minutes of movement or your water. Those 2 things still have to happen this week. Put them on a Post-it note. Put an alarm on your phone reminding you to drink. Your health matters. Do what you need to do. Let's step up together. Let's step up together and make our health a priority. Let's do the hard thing now. So in a year from now, or maybe 5 years from now, maybe you got more time, maybe even a little longer, you're not doing the hard thing where you're trying to save your health. Let's start now. Let's start today. I'm just going to look at my comments here. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Dean, guys. Hey, Julie. We can do this. Good, better, best. Good, better, best. Say it in your head. Good, better, best. What's the good option? What's the better option? What's the best option? You may not get those better and best options, but there are good options out there. I know it. I've seen them. And I want you to identify 3. Drop them in the group, Accelerate Your Health. Let us know what you found so other drivers can notice too. And they'll be like, oh, I didn't know that exists. Let us know where you're stopping and let us know what you found. All right, guys, until next time, I'll see you tomorrow where we're talking about the nutrition panel, not just on the back. That's right, not just on the back. We're going to be talking about packaging and what it means and what you're reading and what it looks like. All right, guys, have a great, great day. Drive safe, and I will see you soon.